Hello guys, welcome again. So let's talk about Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin again is testing 100k, and actually I am bullish. I am bullish because for me this is actually a very good area to buy Bitcoin. Or yeah, why? Because the trend is my friend. Let me show you here. Since 2024, actually 2023, as you can see here, Bitcoin is testing the MA55 here, and it was actually a very nice opportunity to buy Bitcoin here. The trend is my friend until the end. So as long as Bitcoin is respecting the MA55, I'm bullish. Of course, I am defensive as well because the volume is not our friend. Technically speaking, OBB is screaming we are starting the bear market using volume as an indicator. I will explain the reasons later. But using just price action, of course, I am expecting a bounce. I am in long position again here. Yes, my position is, let me see, my position right now is at $98,700. That's my position. I am in profit right now. But the thing here is like I will keep opening longs as long as Bitcoin is around this area, because I am not shorting right now Bitcoin. It's not a shorting time right now. Okay, so this is like this. I know for you it's very difficult to believe because now the market is looking not good, right? There is no volume. Oh my God, everything is gonna crash. This is the support. This is the support. As you can see here, Bitcoin is here, right? In this area of support in volume as well, as you can see here. So I am bullish, looking for a bounce. Now, this bounce, it should be a bull trap. I have to say it. This bounce should be a bull trap. December potentially you will see Bitcoin. All people will be very, very happy. You will see people very happy because they are making money with Bitcoin, whatever. But the thing here is, Bitcoin, as long as it's holding the MA55, I am bullish. Low volatility here, and also here, as you can see here, curve is doing very well. I mean, crossing the settle line here. About maybe in the following, maybe by the end of the month, we could see a buy signal here in weekly chart. So also the selling pressure here is almost zero, at least with this move. As you can see, the bars are decreasing here. So this move is actually, it could be a fake out, bull trap, bear trap, sorry. So, and actually something very interesting here. This is actually the most important chart right now here, OBB. OBB is telling me something very interesting. Bitcoin finally is confirming, using OBB, the bear market. Yeah, technically speaking, with OBB this month, 2025, we are gonna enter in the bear market. That doesn't mean Bitcoin will crash from here to zero. Of course not. I'm expecting a bounce, as I said before, but that bounce, it should be the last opportunity to sell Bitcoin in the long term. Let me show you here the previous cases when Bitcoin actually OBB broke the zero line in weekly chart, and after what happened. Yeah, I did it before a couple times, but let me explain my point. Here, for example, in 2013, Bitcoin actually OBB broke the zero line here. Bitcoin tested the MA55, and after that we saw a bounce. You see this bounce? That's the bounce I'm looking for right now. And after that, this bounce was actually what? A bull trap, and after that, a major crash. Something like that I actually am looking for right now. In 2018, Bitcoin actually printed this the settle line here. It was broken here in OBB, and after that, in this case, it was not a fake out. Actually, Bitcoin continued crashing here. But the difference here is Bitcoin was below the MA55. Yeah, actually was screaming a major crash. We needed just the OBB crossing the settle line as a major signal, sorry, and that's all. Now let's continue with the bear market in 2022. Bitcoin, same thing. Bitcoin broke the settle line here, as you can see here, but the price was below the MA55. And after that, major crash, right, for 6 months. What is the difference? Right now, Bitcoin is above the MA55. It's above the MA55, of course, breaking here the volume, the settle line here. So what happened in 2015? Bitcoin actually printed this signal here, but because it's above the MA55, I am looking for this bounce, potentially maybe around 115, 112, whatever, and after that a major crash all 2026. That is actually the pattern I am looking for based on the historical data. Now, what actually I'm doing right now? Let me show you here in one day chart. I have bad news for you, my friend. There is no bullish divergence in OBB. I was hoping for a bullish divergence in OBB here, but no. Actually, the volume is actually very low. So what is this telling me? Well, we will have here a bullish divergence in curve. Yes, I think it's gonna be enough to take Bitcoin again to test maybe the MA55 here, maybe this month, and potentially this month around here between 111, 110, potentially could be another short opportunity. But I will be careful here because remember, we will see the buy signal in weekly chart. So eventually, over the on all November, December, I will start looking for something like this, and after that maybe a pullback, and after that maybe around here. This is the area actually I will start looking for maybe in December potentially, if actually Bitcoin is printing the buy signal in weekly chart and plus is holding this area. Okay, right now as a trader, for me Bitcoin is in the best area to buy or opening longs right now. This is there. I know for you it's difficult, right? Because oh my god, no, oh my god, Bitcoin is gonna crash. No, please follow the system, and the system is telling you the MA55 is our dynamic support. Every time when you see the asset that's in the MA55 is where we are looking for a potential buy signal. Okay, so right now here Bitcoin is doing very well. I have to say it's doing very well. Okay, as long as it's holding this area 100k 90, 99, 98 around there, I am bullish. Looking for longs, right, in my case. And of course, for example, in the short term in 4-hour chart right now actually is there. For me actually it's obviously here I am looking for a potential bounce here because there is no sell pressure. This move actually is just to kill all the longs here, and I got to stop it. I didn't lose anything. I got to stop it in my swing long. I could take profits here. On my main account, I didn't because I was looking for 110, the MA55, but it didn't happen. It's okay. As you can see here, this sell pressure here, if we compare the volume here when Bitcoin crashed here in this area, the volume was significant, right? But now it's almost zero. And we have also our bullish divergence in BSA. This is telling me, well, this crash here, it could be actually a bear trap, looking for another bounce to maybe around $104,000, $103,000 around here, and potentially here finally we could see the bullish divergence in one day chart playing maybe next week. But don't get me wrong, as I said before, there is no volume in one day chart. Okay, so the maximum target in one day chart should be around the MA55, looking for 110, 107, 108 around there. So right now I opened another long position here. I am in my bot accounts. I am in long position right now here, looking for this bounce. And let's see if actually Bitcoin is pumping. I think it's gonna pump here this weekend and next week. Now let's continue with the monthly. The monthly in November, we have only 2 weeks left. I have to say it, we will see a reversal. Yeah, we will see. This is screaming a major crash. This is actually screaming right now. Bitcoin is saying, I'm ready to crash. Okay, Bitcoin must close the candle this month above $112,000. Yeah, but now it's looking like actually it's getting ready for a major crash all the way down to $78,000, $80,000. And if you see Bitcoin closing like this candle like this, ADX is negative here. Officially for me, the bear market started. I know you will say, hey, but the bear market? Well, in weekly chart, because remember, in the monthly, Bitcoin has been always bullish. Since the beginning, Bitcoin always bullish. So as investor, is the time to actually for you to start waiting for this area to be tested around $50,000, $60,000 around there. And for me, it's going to be the next big buy area to buy in the long term. Okay. Please don't mix time frames. If I just said 4 hour chart, remember, 4 hour chart means then 24 to 48 hours straight. That's all. 1 day chart means 10 days of price action, okay? 10 days. If you enter in a swing position in 1 day chart, that means you have to wait in average around 10 days. And if you enter in the weekly chart around 3-4 months, if you enter in the monthly chart, you're investing. You have to wait at least 1 year, okay? So please don't get confused, okay? Okay, now let's continue with the signals here. We have also in bi-monthly here, better divergence in bi-monthly here. Be careful here because Bitcoin is printing this year massive better divergences in higher time frames. This is telling me 2026, 2027 is going to be terrible for all the crypto space. Yeah. And also, if we see 3-month chart, also we have a massive better divergence since the high of 2019. And also we have in 2025. This is going to play. Yeah, definitely. And we have ADX negative here. So let me see in BLX if we have more data here. Yeah, definitely. We have this, you see, better divergence here. So Bitcoin is getting ready for a major pullback. If you see here, this data, BLX is all the data since Bitcoin in 2010. Yeah, I use Bitstamp because actually Bitstamp was the first exchange for Bitcoin. Actually, more data we have is I can trust more my technical analysis. But here, as you can see, Bitcoin since 2010, Bitcoin is in uptrend, okay? Yeah, it's in uptrend. All the bear markets, you know, this one, they were just weekly pullbacks. So we will have a weekly pullback here in some point, yeah? And that weekly pullback is going to be a big buy opportunity, not just for Bitcoin, altcoins like Solana, Ethereum. And I am getting ready for that. I am very ready. Yeah, finally, every 4 years, every 5 years. So, as you can see here in the monthly we have this signal here. Of course, we need to wait. Well, this one, the price is showing 108. This one is going to be updated, and right now Bitcoin is at 98. But it's very simple. Closing below 100K is going to trigger a major crash all the way down to 70K, 60K. So that's why it's extremely important for Bitcoin closing above 100K this month, okay? It's very simple. Bitcoin must defend this area, this one, exactly here. And as a trader, this is the best area to buy for me because my probabilities to Bitcoin never short the support, okay? Never short the support. Never short the support. Never. Never open longs in resistance. Never. Here, no thank you. Longs, no. Breakout patterns, they don't work. Mostly like only 25%. By the way, actually, I have some news for you. I'm going to release the second version of my website where actually, I didn't tell you this, but I hired a writer. And this writer, actually, I have notes since 2014, I think. Yes. All the strategies, all the things I got from the markets is there. So this guy, no AI, nothing like that. This person helped me the last 3 months to organize all my notes about trading. If you're interested, actually, I think it's very helpful, especially about risk management, different strategies, all the things, of course. And this website is going to be public, I think maybe next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, where we will have 3 ways to access. First, Patreon. Patreon, one thing. This website will have its own subscription feature, so you don't have to use Patreon anymore if you don't want it. Second is going to be with Patreon and also with Bluffing Exchange. If you open an account and you trade with Bluffing Exchange, as long as you trade with that account, you can actually get access to the website, and not just only the website, also you can access to the private Discord group. And it depends on the volume you are trading, you will get access to other features. And also, I'm talking right now with another exchange. The name is Tobit. Is also this one. Is working also in America as well. The only place they cannot work is in Washington, D.C. I'm testing right now the platform. I don't know. I was checking the reputation because I don't want to get involved with exchanges like they are not reputation is not very good, but looks like actually they are actually quite good. I'm testing right now. I have no confirmation right now, but I will let you know. The thing is, like, I have a lot of content, 4 years of trading in this channel, and the most or the most important feedback I got is like, hey man, do you have somewhere a place where we can actually study all the system, all the rules, everything? And I said, yeah, my notes, my notes. So that's why I hired this person. I think you will like it. Actually, it's very useful. I am very happy with the content. But as I said before, no AI, no nothing like that. It actually is legit, all the content based on my experience. Of course, you are interested. And also, I'm gonna unlock another articles and content about the indicators and everything. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited with the project because I want to take this channel to the next level. Okay. The reason why I have only just 1,000 plus 200 subscribers is because the content of this channel is very technical. It's more realistic, right? It's not like, oh, Trump said this and the Fed. No. We are following a system of trading. And of course, it requires time and effort. You have to invest time, right? You have to do that. It's like you are learning another skill, right? Another career. So that's why it takes time. But I think it's worth it. I am very happy with the results. I will let you know maybe next week, Monday. I think that is the plan to release this website. I'm very happy with the results, and well, okay. Now let's continue. As you can see right now, in the short term, Bitcoin is bouncing. Yeah, I'm looking for $103,000 here. Yeah, no financial advice, but right now this is the time to open in long positions. Yeah, here. This is the time to open long positions here. No shorts, okay? No shorts. Here, no, please don't do that, okay? Don't do that, and don't send me DMs. Hey, Leo, I got wrecked. No, please. No shorts, okay? This is the area to for opening longs, okay? Here, and here, okay? Like this, okay? And I have to be clear. As long as Bitcoin is holding the ME55, I am bullish, looking for a bounce, okay? That's all. Yeah, it's very simple, straightforward, okay? Very simple. I know it's not looking great, yes, but as a trader, I don't follow my feelings. I follow my system, and my system is telling me the ME55 is right now here a dynamic support. That's why I am opening longs. I am in long position right now. Right now I am, let me see my position. I open a 3x position. I don't use more sometimes 5x when I am pretty sure like actually everything I will win. I can win that trade, but usually I use 3x. Right now I am only just 2.30% up. I'm okay. I'm very happy with the result right now. But okay, now let's continue with Solana and other altcoins. Okay, first of all, Ethereum. Let's see. Ethereum is testing the ME55 and the ME100, right? Now, in the long term, we have a massive better variance. ADX negative. This is a sell signal. Okay, my friend. If you are holding Ethereum, not financial advice, but this is the time to actually start cashing out. Actually, right now it's a little bit late. The area to sell was around $4,500, $4,000. In the long term, in 1 year, 2026, right? Not now. I am looking for around again $2,000 around there, even lower potentially if we enter in a very strong bear market. But why? Because we have a better variance, right, in the monthly. I am telling you this because I know some of you are holding Ethereum and you are super bullish because Ethereum will hit 15K, right? I don't care, seriously. We have a better variance here in the monthly. So the target usually is ME55, 2,400. But if we enter in a bear market, looking for 1,600, around there, kind of. But in weekly chart, I mean, remember, this TA is for 2026. 1 year, okay? And this one is for the next 3 months. I mean, this month, November and January, okay? This one is for 3 months. In 3 months, as long as Ethereum is holding this area, I am looking for sideways and bounce, okay? And from here to zero, okay? Basically, okay? So that's why, please don't mix the trades, okay? Don't the time frames, please. It's very, I know it's confusing, but timing is extremely important. As you can see here, Ethereum is about to test the settle line here. Maybe by the end of the month, if we see a buy signal here, yes, without volume, we could see a bounce, very, very weak bounce. And from here, taking profits potentially, and after that to zero, okay? So be careful here if you are actually looking for or you're bearish right now. I know the feeling is like that. I know. Oh my God, the bear market has started. No, not yet. We are very close. One more push, at least in my opinion. People will be again very, 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 very happy. This move actually reminds me a lot of what happened in 2017 here. In 2017, we saw this bounce to 20K, and after that Bitcoin crash here, people were very excited. Oh, Bitcoin from here will hit $1 million, right? And after that, Bitcoin crashed a lot here, and instead of bouncing, look at this. This is the bounce I'm looking for. This is the bounce. You see? Bouncing here for maybe 1 month, and after that using sideways crashing all the way down to maybe 70% crash. Okay, that is something I'm looking for right now. So if we move to right now, we can expect something like this, moving here, right? And after that, crashing here and crashing here like this. Something like that. Yeah. Why I'm saying this? Because we don't have volume. Bitcoin doesn't have volume anymore. That's the point. Yeah, we don't have volume. Okay, now let's continue with Solana. Solana, as you can see here, is in the area to buy. Yeah, at least in weekly chart. I'm telling you, in weekly chart. Settle line here about to cross here. As long as Solana is holding this area, 150, 145. Yeah, I am looking for maybe December, last push. The last push of the market. Yeah, the last push like this. Okay. Looking for maybe $200, no more than that. And after that, a major crash if Bitcoin, of course, crash. Now let's talk about XRP. XRP, as you can see here, holding the MA55 is still here. I had to say it, is doing very well. It's holding the MA55. As long as it's holding this area, I am defensive, looking for a bounce in December. I am getting ready for a bounce in December, the last bounce of the year. Okay, now let's talk about BNB. BNB, ADX negative, looking for 700, 750, 700 area to buy around here. This is the area actually I'm looking for a buy opportunity. Maybe in December we will have the last rally of the crypto space, and after that, as I said before, in 2026, maybe in March, I don't know. Usually it's in March. We will see a major crash in all the markets. Now let's continue with more. Let's continue with Zcash. Zcash, as you can see here, volume is very good, but even with volume like this, careful with this coin, because this coin, it was dead for many years. For me, honestly, it's just pump and dump. Okay. But officially, we have a better surveillance in ADX negative here, looking for 300, 400 potentially. You have to follow always the trend. The trend is your friend, right? You see something like this, potentially yes, continuation, but just be careful, because if it can crash, this thing is gonna just, of course, crash as well. I think I have no idea about I don't know what is happening with this. Maybe news about something. I don't know. I don't care. The thing is, yeah. It now is above the previous high of 2021. And of course, we don't have enough data because this Zcash is older, way older, like 2017. Maybe it's in the previous high of 2017. I have no idea around here. Yeah, I cannot remember. But just be careful with these kind of things, right? If you are in profit right now, this is the time to take profits, at least in my opinion. One more thing. I think that's all. Hype, I don't know. I need your opinion. I am getting a lot of message saying like I need to, for the next bull market, hype is gonna be huge. I'm going to build my portfolio altcoins yeah, my altcoins portfolio maybe in January, February. If you're in the investing channel, I will share my portfolio with you, of course. I didn't do that for the next 2 years, I think, because there is nothing to buy, at least in my opinion, because everything is very expensive. But finally, in 2026, we will have the opportunity to buy everything very cheap, right? So that's why I want to understand like which coin you think maybe it could be worth it. Why? Of course, for me, Solana, Ethereum, BNB, and also Hype. I think they are worth it, at least in my opinion. I need to do my research. I don't follow news, but looks like Hype, for some reason, is the community is very positive about this coin. Let's see. And also I saw another thing, Uni. Actually, we saw this massive pump here, pump and dump, 100% pump. You see, pump and dump. This is pump and dump. Careful here. Dot rejected by the MA55 here. Let me see weekly chart. This thing is gonna keep dropping, Yeah, it's gonna keep dropping. Maybe like iOS, like from $1 crash all the way down to 0.50. It's looking like this. It looks like, I don't know, the consistent of this thing maybe is death. I have no idea. Okay, so let's see the comments. Let me check. USDT and Solana in 1 hour chart. Okay, USDT dominance in 1 hour chart. Okay, short term. Okay, so short term ADX negative sell signal. We will see a bounce Bitcoin in altcoins. All today we will see a bounce. It's obvious here. In 4 hour chart, let me see. Yep, definitely we will see a bounce. Solana in 4 hour chart, in 1 hour chart and 4 hour chart. Yeah, we will see a bounce. You have a bullish appearance here in 4 hour chart. And 1 hour chart, we have a buy signal right now. No financial advice, but there is actually the signal here, ADX negative here, and also the buy signal here without volume. Careful here because, well, the target should be around 155, around here. Okay. Manik, okay, hi Leo. I want to ask a general question for OBBBSA chart. How do we know that high volume? Okay. Yeah. Good question. Good question about the institutional money. Let me show you here. I'm gonna do it in one day chart. First of all, here, the first thing is when you see a major move. For example, here, Bitcoin actually here. For example, Bitcoin crash here, right? And there is no volume here. You see, there is no volume here. I mean, the principle is very simple. The volume must follow the price. In this case, Bitcoin crash around 6%, but as you can see, the candles here is almost zero, right? So what happened here is very simple. The sell pressure, it was very weak. There are many ways to do this. There are some wells. I cannot remember, like it's a sandwich. I don't know. You check the order book in any exchange. You will see like 50 bitcoins in or a big number in short or in longs, and they are doing like this sandwich attack, like trapping the price in just one region. And when the price is about to move to one direction, just they remove the order. In the stock market, that is illegal, but in the crypto space, it's very common to see that kind of things. So that's why you have this kind of volume. Is that is crashing because maybe a manipulation in the price, but in the volume, they didn't do anything. You see, they manipulated the price, but not the volume. And after that, when finally they crash, you see this. The green dot is telling you this candle here, this candle had entered a lot of money exactly in this candle, exactly here. So because the price crashed and you have a lot of volume coming to the market with this red dot, you have a bullish divergence. Yeah, of course they do it in the way they don't want to manipulate the price. Small orders or another type of orders, like they can hide to the order book, from the order book, sorry. And that way, finally, you see this bounce, you see? And you can see the opposite thing. The orange dot here, the price is moving up, but suddenly this is the area where they sold here. They sold here, as you can see here. There is a better variance, right? The volume, the price is increasing, but finally one candle is showing a sell pressure. And after that, what happened? A major crash. And now here you can see accumulation phases. I love that. I love this one because you can see, for example, here in all the way down here, they are accumulating, and after that, a major rally here again. Yeah, it's not exact, of course, right? This is one day chart, but as you can see, the general rule is very simple. When you see the market moving and the volume is not following the price here, it could be a bull trap or bear trap. It depends on the condition. Okay. Now, right now here, let's see. In weekly chart, we can apply the same principles. For example, the most obvious or very simple example, if you go to the bear market of 2021, this crash, it was a fake out. A fake out, yes, definitely. Why? Because as you can see here, the price started crashing here, but there is no volume here. Instead, the price was crashing here, and as you can see here, institutional money is coming here, exactly here. You see? Here. Forming a bullish divergence between the volume and also the sell pressure. You see? And here, it was, of course, a buy opportunity. It's not exact, right? But you can see the volume is increasing, but the price is decreasing, a bullish divergence. And also you can see with the with loss in the oscillator here, we have a bullish divergence as well. So we have a bullish divergence here, we have a bullish divergence here with green dots, and we have a bullish divergence here in curve. Of course, it was a buy opportunity here, of course, definitely. And after that, we saw a major bounce. Of course, you have some red dots here because the same people they bought here. One moment. The same institutions or people they bought in this crash. Of course, when the price is bouncing, they are taking profits, right? They are taking profits here, they are taking profits here, but the trend is respected here. And after that, as you can see here, every time when Bitcoin is bouncing more, they are taking profits here. It's bouncing more here, taking profits here. And now bouncing more, taking profits here. So it's very obvious. When the market crash, they buy. And when the market is bouncing, in the process, right, they are selling. And right now, Bitcoin, when Bitcoin hit 125K, institutions, according to the volume, they were selling. You see, they were selling. And now, if you pay attention to the volume right now, this crash, there is nothing. There is no, this week and last week, the volume sell pressure is almost zero. So for me, I smell a bear trap here. Potentially, we could see a green dot maybe in this close or next week. Now, in one day chart, we have this. We have this one. You see, we have one. Let me show you the example here. In one day chart, we have the first one here. You see, in this one, and after that, we saw a bounce. Now, I'm looking for the another one. You can apply this principle even in monthly. In the monthly, actually. But remember, this indicator is not going to tell you like exactly when to buy. It's telling you actually when potentially institutions are coming to the markets. In the monthly, it's very interesting because if we use BLX, actually, most of the time, institutions or people with a lot of money, this is telling me they bought around here, all of this area. Yeah. And since then, every time when Bitcoin is pumping, they are selling. You see, they are selling, and they are selling here, and they are selling here, and only one time they bought here, and after that they are selling. So, what is this telling me? Like, well, this is just a theory, okay? It's a theory. Like, I don't know who, but eventually, every time when Bitcoin is pumping, they are just selling, and selling, and selling, and selling. And if you see the momentum is getting less, and less. So Bitcoin is forming a higher lows, massive betters are buying, so the momentum is actually less and less and less over the years, right? It could be this a problem? Yes, it's gonna be a problem. Eventually we will see a bear market in the monthly. When? I have no idea when, my friend. I have no idea. I cannot tell you because I don't have a crystal ball. But in some point, right now I can tell you we have a better variance in the monthly chart right now here. So technically speaking, with this one, we could see a drop all the way down to maybe 50k, 60k next year, of course, next year. Okay, guys. Let's see the comments. Yeah, today I will not check a stock market because the volatility is very low. So maybe it's almost the same as yesterday. But if you have any other stock, like actually something is doing something very interesting today, just let me know. Congrats, and you're pushing your system into a book. Well, first of all, it's gonna be the website with the articles and everything. But eventually, actually, the writer told me I have enough material to write an ebook. It will be actually very nice if I do that. But let's see, step by step. About security future and Zcash. Okay, security. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Zcash is a private transaction. Probably. Maybe you're right. Same as Monero, right? I think. Gold. Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about gold. Yeah, maybe gold makes sense. I did it yesterday. I am expecting big changes. I am bullish with gold. I am bullish. This is bullish. You see, monthly is super bullish. Let me see weekly chart. Yeah, I'm bullish here. Very bullish. And one day chart, you're asking, well, nice too late. The buy signal was here in November 10, 3 days ago. Looking for new all-time high. Let's see. Yes, Manik. Yes, correct. It's kind of from the order book level 2. Yes, you're right. Thanks for this. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think recap for Bitcoin. Let me show you here in the short term and in the big picture. Okay. First of all, you need to understand something. As long as Bitcoin is holding the MA55, I'm bullish. Okay. Following my seasonal trading. If I have to lose a trade, it's here. If Bitcoin crashes to 70k, okay, I will be happy because I am following my system, no problem. Here is the moment to enter to the market in long position, following the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. And right now, Bitcoin is testing again the trend. So that's why here is the area to buy. Yeah. And in short term, what I'm doing right now, I am in long position. My position is around $98,700. And I am looking for a bounce. As you can see here, we will see a buy signal very soon without volume, of course, right? Looking for 102, $103,000 around here. And hopefully when you see Bitcoin around this area, we could see finally a formal buy signal here with a bullish variance here in 1-day chart. Of course, without volume, so the maximum target in 1-day chart by the end of the month potentially could be 110. But if we see 110, I will just protect my entry, looking for a potential trigger to see the last weekly move for Bitcoin. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, gold is actually quite easy. Just go long pullbacks, and that's all. It's actually very good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. See you next Monday. Okay. Thank you so much.